I am Claudia, and I'm going to present the module 1, that is about introduction to effective presentations. Before you start a presentation, you need to ask yourself 4 questions. What could really grab your attention? Which elements could be used to stimulate your creativity? In what way can the presenter earn your trust? And how can the speaker enhance your understanding of the subject? These 4 presentations you can ask yourselves when you are in a presentation of someone else. You can make an auto-evaluation about what makes you to be interested in a presentation of someone else. And the first question, in the second question, which elements could be used to stimulate your creativity? You can do exercise, or you can see videos, or you can watch presentations about, well, if you are going to present on a specific topic, you can watch videos about it. Number 3, in what way can the presenter earn your trust? Is, in my experience, is like the presenter needs to be dynamic with you, needs to be close to their audience. But before we do a presentation, we need to follow certain steps to becoming an effective presenter. The first one is practice. Like the phrase say, practice makes you better. The second step is be assertive. You can be shivery and shy in front of an audience because they are not going to pay you attention, and they are not going to take your words as true. The third step is contact. Contact with your audience, contact like eye contact, like gestures, like language. You need to know what language use in specific presentations. Use your voice. When you are telling a story for a child, you can be like always grumpy and like correct, because you are going to scare the child. The next step is breathe. You are going to be tired and you are going to be loose if you don't breathe. And the last step is drink. You need to drink a lot of water. Well, not a lot, but you need to drink like in tiny little sorbs water, because if you don't drink water, you're going to be thirsty and you are not going to be 100% in your presentation. When you are ready, then you can do your presentation. You need to follow 10 steps to prepare an effective presentation. The number 1 is determine the purpose of your presentation and identifying your own objectives. Why are you doing that presentation? The second step is know your audience and what it knows. You can present a topic to a third grade child that is presented in a college. The number 3 is define your topic. What are you going to talk about? The number 4 is arrange your material in a way that makes sense for your objectives. If you don't have an order, you are going to be loose, and your audience is going to be loose, and everything is going to be loose, and your presentation is going to be loose. The number 5 is compose your presentation. You can have text, you can have images, you can have graphics, you can have everything you want, always in order to make a good presentation. The next step is create visual aids. You can build a presentation just with text and boring images. You need to have your audience in touch with your presentation. You need to have their attention, because if you don't have their attention with your presentation, even if you are talking a good story, they're not going to put attention on you. The next step is practice your presentation. Always practice your presentation before present. The next step is make necessary adjustments. After all these steps, you always can be, even at the end of the presentation, you can do arrangements. Analyze the room where you'll be giving your presentation. If you are giving a presentation online and they don't have Kenyan, you're going to be without presentation just by yourself. So that's why it's so important to look for a good room to present your presentation. And the last step is practice again. You need to practice always. In every time you can, you need to practice. Because if you don't practice your presentation, you are going to be nervous, and you're going to be more loose. There are a few types of presentations. I'm going to give you some examples. The informative is when they give you like a presentation of a fight, and they give you the date, the hour, when buy your tickets, and something like that. The motivational presentation is like TED Talks or like Odin Dupiron Talks. They always use the phrase, you can do it, or be yourself, or something like that. The interviews presentation is about, I don't know, movies. How the Warner Bros. Inside the movies. That's it. The persuasive presentation is like when you give a presentation about cancer rate, and you need to be persuasive to the people to cooperate. The sales presentation is when you need to sell something. The training presentation is like Nike presentations. Entertainment presentations, it's movies or books or something like that. The political arena is like when Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton talk or something like that. And well, that's it. I think that I need to practice more, because this was, well, I don't think that I am a good presenter. The thing that I learned, well, the thing that I'm notorious is that I need to know more vocabulary and practice my English. And at the start of this class, I was insecure, and after all this time, I think that I am really, well, not really, but I am a good presenter, and I don't think that I need to be more insecure. And that's it.